I'm Francesca Nicholls reporting for London 360, and I'm here today in Ladbroke Grove where we've witnessed the horrors of the Grenfell Tower burning down, and the energy is palpable, the anger, the resentment, and we're here to talk to people to discuss what they're feeling, who's to blame, and what needs to be learned from this for a change in the future.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if luxury flats are going to be built to replace this, because at the end of the day, what we should have, there should be a law. It should be a law that you should have sprinklers, and it should be made a criminal offence to actually have that flammable cladding on the outside of buildings.
All of these people live right next door to these people who have died, you know. I mean, it is out and out murder, absolute murder that these people have committed. And who do I think is responsible? I don't know. I really don't know. If I knew that, I'd be going after them myself.
It's just a local discussion happening around here because people are under stress, they are under pain, you know, they're going through it. There's loads of pain is turning into aggression now. So, I mean, the government, they can have a backlash out of this, you know, in a little while because they are under stress, under pain, under grief. And these families, whatever they've lost, you know, still in there, the bodies are in there.
It's annoying because with youth, like, people just don't care. Like, I swear I saw an I'm Just Bait. They were talking about the fire and someone decides to moon the camera. Are you joking? Like, are you dumb? Like, people are dead and you're just making this into banter. It's not funny. It's just not. Oh.
It's just a local discussion happening around here because people are under stress, they are under pain, you know, they're going through it. There's loads of pain is turning into aggression now. They can have a backlash out of this, you know, in a little while because they are under stress, under pain, under grief. Community is, you know, comprised of different backgrounds, different ethnicities, and they have different rituals to follow, the burial and all that, bereavement. So they need to think about that. That is why the families who have been recovered, they're still under shock and pain and grief. They're not eating anything. Why do you think the old things they have been donated are still outside? Are they not using? It's their everyday use stuff. Why they're not using it? Under grief, they're under shock.
Couldn't believe it. My first initial reaction was that it looked like a terrorist attack, the way it was on fire. And then obviously, you know, I watched it and it said it was just a kind of fire that happened. But it was just, you know, to see it was just shocking. In a block very similar to that, you know, for years in Hackney, and I know that people used to complain about certain things and they weren't listened to. You know, you'd look like you're moaning or you're just, you know, you're not being appreciative of the fact they're doing work there. But the fact is, people complain, and I know from my own personal experience when you're dealing with, you know, the government, the councils, they're not always listening. They're not listening, and it seems yet again it's the poorer people that have had to pay with their life with this. And so I really hope if anything comes of this, you know, we start listening, and we're not always waiting for the problem to come. You know, we can't just keep waiting for something to happen and then we react. We need to start. We've got money in this country. We need to start investing the money into our people.
I feel like crying.
It's heartbreaking.
The council's a mess.
Yeah, the council is a mess. It
It's
was
nasty.
I don't see how such a tall building in London could burn down that quickly.
I don't know
this
how
never
we can have
happened.
so much neglect to allow this to happen in modern day society. It's the 21st century. We shouldn't be having house fires at this time, but even with all the modern technology we have and all the developments, we still manage to have like such a fateful building collapse, and that shouldn't be happening now. Clearly they put money over the people because they just tried to save money and cut corners on the building when they could have just fireproofed it and people would still be alive to this day.
We've already got problems going on in London. This shouldn't have been one that happened. This could have been prevented so easily. Just fireproof the building, put fire extinguishers, put water on the top 2 buildings. Like, what is this?
And on top of that, there are still more buildings with the exact same problem all around London. So this could happen again.
And I just think that if the government knew that this building was like this, there weren't any fire extinguishers, or this building was faulty, then honestly they should take full responsibilities of what happened to the fire, and the blame should go to them, honestly.
And apparently the council isn't giving space for supplies. That's what we just heard when we were volunteering to sort supplies out. The council isn't providing with supplies. Instead, companies such as Wasabi
They're not even providing land or anywhere to store anything that we've received. They're cancelling everything. They're making us, as the people, work it out ourselves.
Yes. I don't know what it's all about. To the council. But to the council. It's a self thing you're doing. You want to get yourself viral. Yeah, or maybe. This is nothing. Okay. You want to see what I'm doing, yeah? Yeah. Let me tell you. If you want to know what I'm doing, go on YouTube. You see, this is not I do this every weekend. Anything that means anything. What, my brother? Look. Give him a chance, brother. Look, let me tell you, brother. Look, if we carry on like this, we can't move forward. And he's speaking out. Let him speak out.
He wasn't there. I'm here from Tuesday. That's fine. And I was in the centre helping from Tuesday.
I was in the centre yesterday. I was in the shoe department.
Yesterday, I was here from Tuesday.
What? Do you want me to show you the video of what I was doing? I don't look. All of these distractions.
We haven't come here for a fight, brother.
Look, come on. It's not all about me. It's all about the people.
That's all you have to promote.
Look
about the protest.
Tell
the people about the
Listen. Hold on, all of you on my head. Hold on, guys.
Tell them about the protest, innit?
Hold on, guys. Come on. Hold on. You just said to me it's not all about the protest. Look, it's all about people. It's all about you. It's all about me. It's all about peace. It's all about unity. It's not all about violence. It's not all about going out. Listen. No violence, brother. Look, I'm not a violent man.
Can I just say something? Exactly that.
Time to be a march.
It's a march, 3 o'clock, town hall. All right, peace up, guys. Peace up, guys. Peace up, guys. Tell them what the march. Just get to the point, brother. You're doing all right. Leave him. You're doing all right.
He's not doing all right, man. What's he doing?
I want him to talk about the march and then come
He's talking to build up his profile.
See.
Don't plug it in. Don't
This you play. Give him a chance.
Leave him say what don't put it back in there.
You're my brother. You're doing all right. I love you as a brother. I got it right. Fight for what we do. I got it right. Calm down, please. Just tell him about the